Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is Asadullah with the subject of money banking and finance. Today is our first lecture. Before going to start our first lecture, I would like to give the information regarding to the books. The books that which I am using to cover your course outline. First one book is by name of Monetary Economics, which is written by Emil Jingan, and the second one book that is written by Muhammad Saeed Nasir. So these two books will cover your all course outline, inshallah. Now let's start our first lecture. Our first topic, that is barter system. Nowadays monetary system are in normal use and barter system is in casual use. What is barter system? So do you think that when there was no concept of the money, so either there was a system for the exchange purpose, like for the purchasing of the goods, for the selling of the goods. So yes, there was a system, and that system is called barter system. But due to some reasons, this barter system was replaced by monetary system. So now how we can define the barter system? So the direct exchange of goods through by goods, this is called barter system. Or we can define as that the direct exchange of goods through by goods without the use of any medium of exchange. So such system is called barter system. Barter system was prevalent at the early stage of the man's economic life, when the man's wants were limited. So they can satisfy all their needs and wants by the things they can produce by himself. But with the passage of the time, when population was increased, so the needs and wants of the humans also increase. So they lost their self-sufficiency. They begins to produce more and more goods and in greater quantity than they could consume himself. So the purpose for this was to exchange some of their products which they had in excess with those who had surplus products with themselves. For example, if a fisherman wanted to have skins, so he could get them by giving fish to a hunter. Similarly, if a weaver wanted a pair of shoes, so he could receive that by giving some surplus cloths to the cobbler. So that's why this type of the direct exchange of surplus commodity for commodity with another person without the use of medium or money is termed as barter economics or barter system. Nowadays, the barter is also exist in economically backwards and commercially underdeveloped areas of the world. In many of the villages, the payments to the village shopkeeper is still made in kind of sugar, clothes, toys, wheats, maize. So in this way the payment is made, like we give wheat or maize to the shopkeeper, and in response we are getting soap, oil, sugar from the shopkeeper. In modern economy inside the countries, goods are not exchanged for goods but for money. If we want to sell anything in the market, so we quote its price in money and receive money for it. So similarly, if we need anything from the market, we find its price expressed in terms of money and we pay the money. Here a question can be asked as to how this system of barter is found inconvenient and why it has been given up by the civilized world. Means that why barter system is not used nowadays. Yeah, why? Yes, use it, but on the local areas we can use it. So the question is that one, why this barter system is replaced by monetary system? So the answer to this question is that barter system was found some inconvenience, some disadvantages, and due to that so given up by the pupils. These inconveniences are as under. We can also say that the disadvantages of the barter system. So main inconveniences of the barter system are lack of double coincidence of wants, lack of common measure of value, lack of subdivisions, difficulties in storing of value, payments in futures, difficulties in transfer of wealth, difficulties in state taxes and payments, and indivisibility of goods. So first one, inconvenience of the barter system is a lack of double coincidence of want. Coincidence means disagree. According to the definition of the barter system, we say that the direct exchange of goods through by goods means that if we have two parties, A and B, and both the parties are mutually agreed to exchange their goods, means that A give goods to B and B give their goods to A. So in this way the barter will take place. But sometimes the needs or wants of one party have by other party, but the other party needs or wants not fulfilled by that party. I will explain this with a simple example. Look at, if there are two parties, A and B, A have surplus rice and B have surplus sugar. A need sugar, but B don't need rice, which A have. So in this way the exchange will not take place. Why? The need of A is satisfied by B, but what the B needs, that is not satisfied by A. Why? Because party A don't have that good. So in this way B will search for that party which will fulfill their needs, and B will also fulfill the needs of that party. I will explain this with another example. For example, let's suppose there is a person and he has surplus wheat with him and wishes to exchange it with clothes. So he will have to find a person who not only possesses sufficient clothes but also desired for the wheat. So that's why this is the double coincidence of want is very difficult. The transaction cost of the double coincidence of wants are also very high, because a person will find that person who needs the goods of that person and also satisfied that person needs. So this was the first inconvenience, or we can say that the disadvantages of the barter system, the like of double coincidence of wants. Second one, disadvantages or inconvenience of the barter system is indivisibility of goods or lack of subdivisions. So according to the barter system, we can say that the direct exchange of goods through by goods. So here is a problems that, look at, if party A, they want to, when a man want to exchange the goods party A with B, the goods of the party A is more valuable than the party B. So now there is how they can divide it. Like if we want to exchange cows with sheep, like 2.5 sheep will exchange with 1 cow. So this is very difficult that we can divide it. We can give a part from a sheep, 2.5. So indivisibility or lack of subdivision is also a problem in the barter system. And the double coincidence of wants problem, especially that was in the living things, was a big problem. I will give you another example. That let's suppose a person that has a cow and he wishes to get 40 kilos of wheat from another one party. So it is clear that the value of cow is much more than the value of 40 kilos wheat. So what part of the cow should be given in exchange for 40 kilos of wheat? Just imagine if the cow is cut into pieces. So what the value can it commands? Automatically the value of the cow will be devalued. So that's why this was a much problems in the barter system. But in monetary system we don't have this kind of problems. If we need 1 kilo wheat, 2 kilo wheat, 10 kg wheat, whatever, so we can give money and according to that we can get the or desire commodities. So this was another one problem. Third one problem in the barter system, that was difficulties in storing of the value. Look at, in monetary system we can save the money for the long period of time without losing their face value. If we look at, if we find the money of the Taliban era in Afghanistan, so we can say that This is the 100 ups, 50 ups, 10 ups currency note of that time. Still we have. So they don't lose their face value. But in case of the goods, and especially perishable goods which have short life, perishable goods like tomato, like meat, like eggs, like milk, like vegetables. So these are called perishable goods which have short period of time. Their lifetime is short period of time, and they lost their value very regularly. So we can't store these goods for the long period of time. When we not store these goods for the long period of time, so it means that we can lose their value. Like fresh vegetables have some value, more value than rotten vegetables. So this was another one inconvenience of the barter system, that we can't store some goods for the long period of time. If we store it, so they lose their value. So this was a big problem in the barter system. Third one big problem is difficulties in storing of the value of the goods. The fourth one, disadvantages of the barter system, is a lack of common measure of value. This is the difficulties which arises under this system, is the absence of the common measures which can help in estimations of relative value of the two commodities. For example, there are two persons, one have horse and another one have cows. Both are willing to trade with each other. The person who have a horse, so they have assigned the value of one horse with two cows. It means that he thinks that I will give my one horse to get two cows from that person. And the person who have the cow, he designed that I will give one cow to get one horse. Now in these situations, the estimation of both, the measurement of both is not same. Both are not mutually equally thinking. So in this way the barter will not take place. Why? The horse owner wants to give one horse and get two cows, but the cow owners, he is willing to give one cow and get one horse. So in this situation, the exchange will not have taken place. Why? There is no common measures. But these problems, we can solve it in monetary system by giving the money. If we want to buy one horse, two horse, three horse, so we can give the amount, the proper prices, and get the desired goods. So this was another one problem in this system. Next one, inconvenience of the barter system, is difficulties in the transfer of wealth. Is according to the definition of the barter system, the goods were exchanged through buy goods. So in this system, the transfer of wealth were in the shape of commodities. Means that goods were exchanged through buy goods. This was very difficult, especially from one place to another one place, or from one city to another one city, or from one country to another one country even now. Look at, if there are two parties, X and Y. X are in Kabul, Y are in Jalalabad. Both mutually exchange the goods. X give the wheat and Y give the sugars. 50 bags of sugars were exchanged by 100 bags of wheat. Now this is very difficult, that wheat should be transferred from Jalalabad and the sugar should be transferred from Kabul. But in monetary system, we can solve this problem. The wealth can be transferred easily. We can transfer millions and billions of dollars from one account to another one account, from one city to another one city, from one country to another one country. So due to these reasons, these are the main reasons due to that barter system was flawed. The risk and inconvenience of transportations, that is the major difficulties of the barter system. Dear students, the next one inconvenience of the barter system is the tax collections and tax payments. As in monetary systems, each and every person, each and every trader, each and every businessman, they can pay the taxes in shape of money. Because this is a monetary system, so they will pay in the same medium like money. But this was a problem, big problem and big issue in the barter system, that the taxes were paid in the shape of the goods. If the persons have the cow business, so they will pay taxes in shape of cow. If the persons have the sugar business, so they will pay in shape of sugar. If the persons have the wheat business, so they will pay in shape of wheat, and so on. So this was a problem for the government as well as that there is no chances of the economic growth. So look at, if these commodities are collected from the taxpayer by the government, so they will not only lose their value with the passage of the time, but are also difficult to store them. Government needs a lot of areas to store them. So there was no chances for the financial growth. It means that barter system is not help for the financial growth of a country. So these were the main problems, or we can say that the inconveniences, that due to that the economist thinks that why not we should have such a systems which are more easy, more reliable, more fast, more convenient, that are also helpful to the mankind, and they are also helpful for the economic growth of the world. So that's why, due to these reasons, the barter system is replaced by monetary systems. So dear student, hope that you will understand. I will give a quick review now, that what is barter system and what are the inconveniences of the barter system. So barter system is that system in which one party exchange their surplus goods with another one party. And both the parties will be mutually agreed on some quantity, that how much quantity are exchanged with how much quantity. When both the parties are mutually agreed and both the parties have physically the goods, so if they will exchange it. So this direct exchange of goods through by goods, that is called barter system. Look at, if I have rice and you have sugars, we both are mutually agreed that I will give 1 bag of rice and you will give me 2 bags of wheat. Now we both are mutually agreed. So when we exchange our goods, this exchange of goods is called barter system. Clear or not clear now? Second one, this system, why this system is replaced by monetary system? So there are 4, 5, 6 reasons, major reasons. Due to that, there also other reasons, but we will discuss the main reasons. So these are the reasons that due to that the barter system is replaced by a monetary system. Inshallah, in next class we will define the money. Then we will also that what is money, how money works, from where the money concept is arises, why the money concept is arises, types of the money, then the functions of the money. We will study these things in the upcoming classes, inshallah. So for now, Allah Hafiz.